Okay, in this video I'm going to try to make a quicker explanation for the people that are impatient or don't want to know all the information in my last video. But here we go, we're going to try to give you a brief explanation as to what phase separation and ethanol-based fuel looks like. This is ethanol-based fuel in this jar here. And the best way I've been able to describe this to my customers over the years are when phase separation occurs, or pretty much ethanol is prone to do this no matter what, ethanol will sink to the bottom, which this particular solution on the bottom, the best way to describe that is like a petroleum jelly-like solution, similar to what people put on their lips. So that's heavier than the fuel inside of there. So that'll sink to the bottom of the fuel cell. And then the first thing that happens when the customer goes to attempt to start their equipment is this fuel, that ethanol gel-like solution, will come through the fuel line and almost instantaneously plug up the fuel system. And that would be the main reason that I'd say that fuel-related problems occur. So the best way to help your customers eliminate this from happening is to pretty much address to them that here, at least on the East Coast, Sheetz, Turkey Hill, Wawa, Sunoco, all of them particular gas stations sell up to 10% ethanol-based fuel. So I'm not saying that fuel is not great and it doesn't work awesome in your car, and there's reasons to why you'd want ethanol fuel, but for a small gasoline engine, this will occur inside of your storage tanks and or your equipment tank. And after this occurs, you will be faced with a repair bill, or at least taking your time to pull that piece of equipment apart and get it all cleared out so you can then proceed further. So one other example here I want to show you is I have another thing a lot of customers say, well, what happens if we drain all the gas out at the end of the season? That doesn't work either. Here, oops, my magnetic tray. Here is a clean carburetor bowl inside. So there's really nothing inside there dirty, which is what you'd be left if you used one of these products here. This is mixed gas 50-to-1 True Fuel. This is 40-to-1 True Fuel premix. This is 4-cycle. This is Aspen Fuel. This is the newest one that we're actually pretty fond of at this point. That's what would happen if you do that. Here is what happens if you allow the ethanol-based fuel to drain out entirely via this button, or however you decide to do it. Let the engine run until it dies, whatever. And then what happens is whatever's left in there that evaporates, since it never can fully suck all the engine or the the fuel out of this bowl, what's left in there will evaporate. And over time, the first time you'll get left with a crustacean layer similar to this, but over time you will get multiple crustacean layers in which start to appear more along the lines of this, and pretty much at this point, or even the first time, any one of these little pieces or particles of crustacean can come off of this aluminum bowl and get sucked up into the carburetor system, which will partially clog or fully clog the ports in which the fuel is designed to flow through, and that will in turn not allow your engine to run how you would hope or how you would expect it to, after you buy it. We see, unfortunately, brand new snowblowers that I've seen someone that only put gas in it, apparently never even started, or they started up to hear it run because they just got home from Lowe's, and then the following year they went to start it or use it and it did not run. So I know for pretty much certain, assuming that customer's being honest, they didn't even get a chance to use their snowblower. They simply put ethanol-based gas in it, and it cost them over $100 to bring it here and have that squared away. So you want to save yourself money if you're a consumer or an end user, or if you want to be honest and help your customers out the best way possible, I'd recommend eliminate ethanol-based fuel. And if you want to not spend the extra money on True Fuel or Aspen Fuel or a like product, I know at least locally here in Lancaster County, there are 5 other places that provide non-ethanol based fuel. One of which is down off Georgetown Road in Georgetown, PA. Then you have, to my knowledge, all the Royal Farms, at least Pennsylvania, and most of the ones I've seen in Maryland, I believe at this point, all have non-ethanol gas. It'd come out of the red nozzled handle at each and every gas station according to our local area. Every Royal Farms has non-ethanol. We can also get it over here on Fruitville Pike area. There's a Getty Mart, and then there is a exhaust shop in Strasburg, Pennsylvania that also sells it, pretty close to that. Rutter's. Rutter's also does not sell Royal non-ethanol gas. So Rutter's, Sheetz, Turkey Hill, Wawa, Hess, Speedway, well, Hess turned into Speedway, all of them have ethanol-based fuel, and they will definitely do this, whether it be as little as 2 weeks or however long it takes you to get to that particular job. So if you cannot steer them away, I'd say next best thing is a non-ethanol fuel source locally. It's still not designed for storage. They're not really spending the extra money for the fuel providers to add a stability product to it. So we use this product here. It's called Ethanol Shield Fuel Stabilizer. It's designed to keep fuel fresh. It allows it to start easier throughout the year, prevents water and ethanol issues, octane booster, and protects rubber and plastic. So when we do riding mowers, we do not invest in these type of products there. We would go to Royal Farms and we use non-ethanol fuel. And even though this is called Ethanol Shield, we still found this particular product to be very effective as far as just a fuel stabilization in general. And then furthermore, if we cannot steer a customer away from ethanol-based fuel, we at least try to recommend this Ethanol Shield, which is, from my understanding, one of the best products on the market to try to tackle ethanol. But I can just tell you with certainty, the very best way to tackle this ethanol is to eliminate it entirely. So if you like having control of things in life, like similar to like I do, take control, eliminate the ethanol, help your customers, help yourself. It truly has helped change my life, and also allows me confidence when I know a customer uses one of these products, that for the most part, as long as I have a relationship in which I know or feel I can trust that customer, if they say they're using this product, I can pretty much almost cross a fuel-related problem off of the equation and move on to tackling the actual issue at hand, assuming that it is not, in fact, a fuel problem. So hopefully this is shorter and more valuable to just the information that you might want if you're trying to understand how to better explain or better understand what's going on with ethanol and why it may or may not be good for your small engine. The key point is it's not designed for storage. It also is very easily affected by humidity or any type of water or any contamination. This process will occur, and the best way to prevent it for certainty is one of these more engineered, designed fuels for the purpose specifically, or the next best is non-ethanol pump gas with some form of stabilizer. Unless you know for certain you're going to be burning it within, I'd say, 2 weeks or less, then you don't have to really worry about the stabilizer per se. But still, no matter what, like, share, subscribe. We'll try to put a link in the description for any products below or anything that might pertain to ethanol versus non-ethanol gas that might help you or your customers out with this journey. Right now, I know that these other products are a little harder to find, or at least that I can get you online. I know I can get you the quarts of True Fuel, a link for that, and I'm going to see what I can do as far as the Ethanol Shield and possibly getting some links for these other guys here, whether or not this one or the future. Yeah, we're going to do our best. Thanks, guys. Hopefully this helps someone out there and can save someone some money or even make someone some money. Alrighty, guys, be blessed.